It's a common thing called thought broadcasting. It's a common schizophrenic delusion whereby you believe that you're sort of talking to people with your mind. Telepathy. Except it was only one way. I couldn't hear other people's thoughts. I could just say mine sort of out loud, so to speak. And I could do it through time, space, and dimension. So I could watch a recorded program of a television program, and actually believe that I was interjecting my thoughts into the actors' minds, and I couldn't watch live TV at all. It was just too difficult. Because it really felt like they were talking about me on the TV. I thought, I'll go see a doctor. She gave me a drug called Haldol, which a lot of people have taken it called Haldol, because it has the most terrible side effects in like 80% of the people that take it. At first you get this sensation like you have to walk around. It's this terrible, terrible anguish and anxiety. And the only way to sort of stay on top of it is to keep moving. So I took this thing, and I had no idea about these side effects. And when I started feeling this awful sensation, I thought, hey, I should take another one of those tranquilizers. Maybe that'll help. So I took another one, and by morning I was having these terrible, what's called extrapyramidal symptoms. My eyes were rolling back in my head, and my neck was twisting from one side like this, extremely painfully, like it was gonna snap, and then it would go to the other side, completely out of my control. Extremely uncomfortable and terrifying, really. So I phoned the doctor, and she told me to come on down to the office. So I had to like go on the bus like that. Really bad, all these people staring at me, but nobody would sit beside me because I'm like this on the bus with my eyes rolling. I wouldn't have sat beside me either. So I get to the doctor's office. She gives me a muscle relaxant orally, a very small dose. I had to wait in her office. It didn't do anything. She didn't seem to know what she was doing, so I grabbed the phone and called an ambulance. Went to the hospital. They gave me an injection of muscle relaxant that took care of the problem. The muscle relaxant went to work. The emergency room physician handed me a prescription for these rather strong Valiums and more muscle relaxants to take orally in case these things started happening again. So I got the prescription filled. Took one each as prescribed. A couple hours later, I started feeling really, really good, like too good. And I started noticing little, I guess what you'd call elves or pixies sort of hiding behind my couch and little places in the nooks and crannies. And whenever I'd look right at them, they'd duck back, and I could never get a really good look at them. And but it was really nice. They were happy, friendly, mischievous little elves, and I liked them. And so I tried to sit really still, hoping they'd come out, and they'd start peeking out, and I didn't look at them, but they wouldn't come all the way out of their hiding places. And then I thought, I'm going to go outside into this wonderful land out there and see what mysteries await me. I decided that I didn't even need shoes. It was raining, kind of cold out, but my feet were fine. Somehow ended up downtown, got arrested. They thought I was drunk. They didn't know what to do with people like that back then. The next morning, when the drugs had worn off, I found myself in jail without any shoes on, and no more pills either, no more happy pills. As it turns out, you're not supposed to prescribe a strong muscle relaxant with something like a Valium. The actual physician's desk reference, it can cause euphoric hallucinations. That's what I had. They were great. Yeah, it didn't turn out well in the end. I'm still left with some sort of a residual sort of paranoia. Like, I'm not 100% better. I still have to deal with sort of this vague thing that I can never quite put my finger on, but it's there, always sort of making me uncomfortable and stressing me out. But I am able to start to lead a somewhat normal life thanks to the medication.